Hey guys, so different room again. Everyone's so surprised. I thought I'm gonna be making something that my aunt taught me how to make, and I thought you guys might want to tag along too. So we are making the easiest enchiladas you can possibly freaking make. These are not like gourmet. They are just simple, quick. Get it in, get it out. Everybody loves them. I've never had anybody tell me they didn't like my enchiladas before, so don't mind the face. I microneedled. We are accepting in this place. Okay, so I have a pound and a half. I like meal prep my meat. Like I put it into like pound and a half bags. Put them in the freezer, and then I can take 1 pound or 1.5 pound out because normally I buy them in bulk, like the big 30-pound thing. It's fine. Ground beef, a pound. I've got cheese. I have extra cheese. I have Fiesta blend that isn't open, and I have this one that is open, and I'm using the last of it. I don't care. I got normal flour tortillas. I don't like corn. It's whatever. I've got 2 cans of like off-brand red enchilada sauce medium. There's 2 of them. And I have a great value, so off-brand medium green chilies, fire roasted and peeled. This is really, really cheap too. I've also got a 13 by 9 casserole dish. I'm not showing it's my shitty one, okay? I have a lot of new pots and pans, but they're non-stick, and while I have all like rubber, silicone, plastic, like utensil things for them, it worries me. So I'm just gonna use this right now for the night. Once these are dead, then I will throw them away, but they still have life, so we're just gonna use it. I don't care. No one cares. So I would normally cut up like an onion for this. I'm thinking about cutting up an onion for this. I might cut up an onion. Okay, so I'm back. I don't judge my board, okay? It's a sad board. I have burned my eyeballs now, but I have a full, it's like a medium-sized sweet onion. I'm going to add it straight in. Since I added my onion this time, it adds more stuff, but that's fine. So, wash your hands. Don't mind me, just washing my freaking hands. Please wash your hands. If you are handling any kind of food, especially this time of year, we've got bird flu coming that could definitely get transmitted to humans. We have RSV, we have influenza A, we have influenza B, we have like I said RSV. We have a lot of crap going around right now. Just wash your hands, please, for like the safety of everybody in your home. I have onions in. I am now going to turn this on to medium high, like a 6, if you have like the 2 through 8 or whatever on your stove. So what I want to do is heat the onions up to a point where they're starting to caramelize, like turn brown. Then I will add my beef in, and then I'll add all my seasoning in. I'm not against seasoning. I grew up with Latinas. I am very white, but that is not my ethnicity completely, okay? I have some, it's not all there, okay? I'm a little brown, I just don't show it. The Irish overtook everything. So I will come back to you once my onions are mostly done before I put the ground beef in. Anyway. Oh, by the way, preheat your oven to 375 and grease up your casserole dish however you want to. I have not been against using like non-stick cooking spray, but you can use like butter is a really good choice for some. Some people have like bacon grease they've used. My aunt does that. I don't know if it adds to the flavor. I'm sure that that's really good in like green bean casserole. That would be amazing actually. Also, if it's loud, I'm so sorry. I have to have my stove on because my smoke alarms think that the oven opening is like a giant fire engulfing the house. So anything I cook, I have to have that on because otherwise it tries to, I don't know, it yells at me for forever. I don't understand it either. But preheat your oven, grease up your pan, try to get the sides too because they will be touching the sides. I'm going to attempt to do 12 in there. I have ADHD. I don't think the pan will fit 12, but it might. I don't know. We'll find out. And before anybody says it, I've already washed my hands twice now. So continue on. I'll come back when onions are done. Okay, so now I'm going to add in my beef, and then I'll show you the seasonings I use too, because my onions are just about there. So I have to like unfurl this. I don't want to like just drop it in as one whole because I want it to be somewhat still ground beef and not just a chunk of beef. I mean, I have a tool too to chop it up in here as well. I don't have, not without utensils, but I would much rather make it a little bit easier for myself. This is my meat chopper thingy. There's a better name for it, I don't remember it. So I want to say thank you to everybody that has viewed my videos already. I really appreciate that. It really warms my heart. I've been wanting to restart my channel for a while now. I left because of bullying, which I'll be honest. I was still a teenager, and the bullies were real. And it got to me a little bit. It shouldn't have, but I have also a personality disorder. I have BPD. Not that that really matters because bullying is bullying, but that contributed 110% to me just kind of dipping and leaving my channel behind, because otherwise I probably would have been able to handle it a little bit better. I also did not know I had BPD when I lost my channel. So, get all your meat off of the freaking thing. There we go. My oven is still preheating. It took literally a couple minutes. Now I will add the smallest amount because we have a lot of like hot things going in here. The smallest amount of chili powder, and this is, I have like 3 of these. You know, like the buy a bottle of poison sauce thing. I do that with mayo. I do it with chili seasoning because I use so much of it, or like chili powder. The smallest. I say the smallest and then like lightly drizzle it, but really truly that is not a lot. And then I love this thing. I love it very much because it's all like evenly dispersed, but I get seasonal, which is, I love it so much. My dog has a cone on her head because she won't quit chewing herself. So if you hear something banging, it would be her with her cone because she's trying to be dramatic. She's fine, before anyone asks. She has really bad allergies. I also did grease up my pan, by the way. She has really bad allergies, and because of that, she chews on herself frequently, and because of that, she has to wear a cone. She's on medication. She's been checked out. She doesn't have mange or anything like that. Before someone says something, she has been checked. She's up to date on everything. It's just, I had them do like a skin biopsy, like they went very thoroughly, very reasonably too. I really like her vet. So I drained this. Do not drain it in the, don't do a lot of people do. Do not drain it in the sink unless, there is an unless here, unless A, you own your home and you don't care. That's the thing, because your landlord, if you are renting like I am, will still, they will charge you for it if like a pipe gets clogged or whatever, unless you use tin foil and you line the bottom of your sink, like especially like where the water goes down and everything, the pipe there, and then you pour it into the tin foil. But a lot of people can't do that, so I don't recommend it. Okay, now that I drained it and it is brown, brown currently. A little bit of pink here and there, but that's fine. It's just gonna keep cooking. I shall show you. Don't mind the whole mess that I have going, but it is a little bit of pink, not a lot, and it's gonna keep cooking. So before anybody worries about it, it'll keep going. But we are gonna open up and put in our green chilies, and I will open up the red enchilada sauce. I let these cook for a little bit, so let me open this up, and then I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my stool in a second because I am chronically ill and I am starting to get dizzy, and I'd rather not fall over. But just put that can in there. Don't want to judge my stool. It is my cheap stool. It is my baby stool. It is my only stool. I don't care enough. And then we will open up. Can you see me? You can see me. Okay, good. We will open up this one. I have pots. I have to stand up to do this. Whew, I got really dizzy. I have POTS and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, hypermobile type, among other issues, but those are my big two. My POTS causes me to get dizzy, causes me to faint, so therefore, so we're doing about a little less than half of this can. Yeah, right. About there. I know I keep getting up. I hate sitting when I cook. I hate it. I'll lower the heat just a smidge. See, now I'm getting hungry, which is good. Okay, so we're gonna let that cook. And then you're gonna use your other half of that same can, and we're gonna line the bottom of this here. So. That over there. I'm gonna grab a spoon. I have to keep getting up, it's fine. It's not, but it is, it's fine. About like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, it'll congeal together, but there is that for you. Now we'll finish our cooking here, which isn't taking that long now. It's about done, honestly. So, I got the chilies in, I got the onions in, I got the beef, I have the sauce, it's looking good, I'm hungry. Alright, that looks perfect for me, so we're going to start with the next step. So, I'm going to show you what this looks like right now. It smells so good in this house. So, we have that here. So, again, don't mind my mess. So, I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm going to move myself a little bit. And then we're going to start these. I need tiny plate. Perfect for me. Don't mind my chipped plate. It's my one I use for this. Alright. So, like I said, I'm going to try for about 12 of them. I don't think it's going to have it. I think I'm going to get 9. But, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 here. I have more in the fridge. I'll start with my 7. So, you're going to take your tortilla. See, this is part of why I wanted to use this one, because I'm too terrified to use this fucking, excuse my French, but a middle spoon in here. Okay, so, get a good spoonful of it. A little bit more. Yeah? And washed my hands, so a couple times. A good drizzle, probably like a spoonful, honestly. Enchiladas are all about, well, to me they're all about cheese, but it's up to you. Fold in the sides and fold it up. So you have a little tiny enchie. I might actually be able to get that one. Okay. Same process. I'm going to do this for however many I can fit in here, and I will get back to you guys in a second. So, okay, so I am back. It has just come out of the oven, so let me show you. I don't know how I managed, but I made, let's see, I'm triple checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have re-washed my hands again. So, I made my 12. I had literally just enough meat in there, so you guys should too. So, now I've opened the second and the last bit of red enchilada sauce, medium. You can do, like, I think it's mild, medium, and hot. I can do hot, but I have, like, acid. I don't do well. And we're gonna drizzle that over the top of these. Trying to get it as incorporated as humanly possible. I'm gonna go grab another spoon, because of course I have so many different spoons. And I'm going to make sure that that's everywhere. So I'm going to like spread it or grab it off the side. Whatever you want to do, it's fine. I don't care. I never said I was perfect. This is not perfect. This is my easy. These are my family likes them. They don't know the difference between my fancy and my not fancy because they look really good after too. They look just divine, and they are divine. They're really, really yummy. I'm sure a lot of people make enchiladas like this. Stand up again because I'm short, and that stool is terrible. I have a short torso. I just want to make sure that all of it gets encompassed in the sauce as much as possible. You're obviously going to have spots that you miss, like over there probably. See if I can grab some more sauce from over here. But since we lined the bottom and then we lined the top, for the most part, it'll be fine. And the last step before it goes in the oven, remember we preheated the oven to 375, is cheese on a lot of it. Now, I would love to grate my own cheese. I would love that for me. But, and I do, like, I made a homemade macaroni, like my family's recipe of it, with a twist, because I have to. Because I hate being part of the, you know, doing everything everybody else does. I prefer to make things my way. This is pretty much my aunt's recipe though. I add onion, and that's, half the time I do, half the time I don't. It kind of depends. Remember, I washed my hands, so I'm not that worried about touching the same cheese. I just grab it out of the bag with clean hands, so. I'm not gonna go get gloves, because that's not how I cook in my house. I'm just not. I barely want to see them, if at all. But you want to add quite a bit of cheese, because when it's cooking, you also don't want to have too little amount of cheese either, because it'll cook way too fast on the top, and yeah. So now that it looks like I have just a whole casserole dish of cheese, let me get the edges real quick right here, right there. The rest. That was a good bit of cheese. I don't know, probably like a cup of cheese, if not more. I don't know. I don't measure this. It's with your heart. Now we're gonna put it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Probably gonna do mine for 23. You can tell how short I am right now because I'm like stepping on my one hip that's shorter than the rest. And then once that's done, I will bring you back. Okay? So it's gonna go in there for 20 to 25. I'm gonna do mine for 23 probably. It's gotta set out. Put a top on your casserole dish if you do. If not, just let it sit by itself. But I have people and animals that would love to try to get into it, so I can't just let it sit by itself. I have to put a top on it, and then let it sit for 5 minutes. So once I have taken this out, I will update you, and then I'll update you again, probably after the 5 minutes, just to see how pretty it is. So look at how gorgeous that looks. Oh my God. Now I'm gonna cover it. Try to get this tripod to work. I'm gonna cover it, and then we'll wait about 5 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you guys after it's been sitting for 5 minutes and plating up. This would be the time to finish up any sides that you wanted to do. If you want to do sides, it can sit for longer than 5. We are impatient. And my boy came home from work, so he's hungry, and my mom's been smelling this and she wants some, and I'm hungry because I've been making it. So okay, so these are all done. I'm going to carefully, because it's still hot, grab out 2 at a time if I can find them. Oh hush, right there. Remember that it is hot still, so be careful. You can't even see the pole. It's sad. Alright, well, that's okay. They're not the prettiest, but they're quick, they are easy, they are dinner food, they are phenomenal. You can pair this with Spanish rice. You could get a drink like horchatas if you wanted to make that. I did not feel like making it this time. Oh, there you saw the pool. Horchatas is like a, well, some people make it with coconut, some people make it with rice. I don't mind horchatas by any means, I just didn't want to cook it this time. Careful not to burn yourself. Doo-da, doo-da. Don't you dare. Thank you. Okay, and then I like, so does everybody else in my house apparently. No, don't leave it there. Put on the top. I have a crappy top that goes on mine. It's fine. It is what it is. It holds what needs to hold and put that aside. I like to put sour cream on mine. I don't have the fancy sour cream. I just have a little Walmart or any like generic sour cream. I just got like a tote of it. Just glop it. Spread it a little bit so you get a good bit of it on each bite. I'm spreading it, so I'm not too worried about putting my spoon back in the tub because it's just sour cream. It's not that serious. Don't take it too serious. It's fine. Sour cream also adds a little bit of cold because it's so hot still. But that's all I do. You could do, so I've heard people do chives on top of theirs. That's great. Parsley, pretty good. Cilantro if you want it. If I wanted to be bougie, I could have made some pico de gallo, which I have done before, and it is really, really good with them, like really good on top. I didn't feel like doing it today, so we're just not doing it today. But that's really everything that you've got going right now. So I'm gonna finish that up.